And an update now on a story we brought you Tuesday. Help may be on the way for all the families of those 19 Hotshot firefighters killed in Arizona in June. Many of them feared that they would be left with nothing after the tragedy because of a city policy. Carter Evans is in Los Angeles. Carter, good morning.
Good morning, Nora and Anthony. On Wednesday, surviving family members got some good news that Arizona state legislators were drafting a proposal that would offer full-time employee benefits to all members of the Granite Mountain Hotshots. Now, on the same day, the lone survivor of that tragedy finally spoke out about the events that led to the deaths of his friends.
When the Yarnell fires scorched more than 8,000 acres of Arizona wilderness, it claimed the lives of 19 members of the Granite Mountain Hotshots. At the time, their families were assured they would be taken care of. But more than a month after the tragedy, one of the widows says the city of Prescott is not keeping that promise.
It is a terrible tragedy, and the bigger tragedy is in the fact that the people that can make it right aren't making it right.
Julianne Ashcraft's husband Andrew was 29 years old. She's now raising 4 small children on her own. The Ashcrafts are one of 13 families denied lifetime benefits by the city because their relatives were considered seasonal employees.
He worked full-time hours. He had a full-time responsibility. He had a full-time salary. There is no way that I can fathom how the city is justifying him as seasonal or part-time.
Arizona lawmakers announced a draft bill that would grant full-time state employee benefits to any first responder who dies on state land. The bill is retroactive to June 30th, meaning the new rules would apply to the fallen hotshots and their families. Among Ashcraft's supporters is 21-year-old Brenda McDonough, the only hotshot to survive the deadly blaze.
Please support these families.
In an interview with the Daily Courier in Prescott, McDonough also described for the first time the final moments that led to the deaths of his 19 friends. He was their lookout on that fateful day.
As I look back to see how they're doing, I turn around and I could already see that the wind had shifted.
He knew his friends were trapped once he heard they were deploying their fire shelters.
That was the last time that I heard my superintendent's voice. I was crushed. Mentally and emotionally.
5 weeks after the fire, McDonough and the families left behind are hopeful the state of Arizona will follow through with its promise to honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice.
I want to resolve for all 19 families, and if the state, on the state level, if Speaker Tobin and Senator Flake are working together on making that right, bless them.
If the state of Arizona does end up awarding lifetime benefits to seasonal first responders, it raises the question of how this might affect communities in other areas that also employ part-time and seasonal first responders.